Hey guys, Wallen Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the Evecase backpack. It is a camera bag actually. It's not bad, it's pretty good. There is no actual brand name to it, it's just called Evecase camera bag. So this is how it looks like, and you guys saw in the beginning of the video how it looks like on me. But I want to show this off because I'm a huge collector of camera bags, especially bags that look like camera bags that look like normal backpacks or carry-on bags. So I like this one a lot. So we're gonna take a look at it right now and see what's all the fuss about. Alright, so for the first compartments over here, which are pretty good, they're pretty small though, but they are pretty useful. You can put anything small in it if you need, like chapstick, SD cards. For this one I have my little flash that fits in perfectly right here, so it's pretty easy access to it. You shouldn't have a problem with that, but it's really convenient if you have something small. The next layer underneath that is right here, and you do have bigger pockets right here, which is pretty nice. So for this one, this is where I dedicate like all my batteries or something like that. So I have an external battery right here. I have the wire for that one. This is a pretty interesting wire because it's both Apple and micro USB, so that's pretty good right there. But over here, if you look closely right there, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, a little easier. So right here you have little two compartments aside from a big pocket. This is where I keep my batteries, my extra batteries. So I have one for my Olympus and one for my, let me get it out, action camera right here. So that's pretty convenient to have. That's pretty nice because it's little small pockets, so you know they're not falling around or jumping around. So they're pretty secure in there, so that's pretty nice to have. Let me put this back. And next up on the other side, which is a little bit different, same size though, this is where I keep all my wires and chargers. So I have Apple and Android, the plugs, stuff like that, chargers for the battery. And what's interesting over here, there are little tiny slots here for like pens or pencils, or even a lens pen if you can clean your lenses, so you can have that option to put that inside there. But these are pretty decent size. You can see the size of my hand right there. It's pretty nice. If you have a decent size, let me see how big it is. So you see how big my hand is. If you have a decent size flash for a DSLR, you could definitely put it in there. It should be fine, it should fit, no problems right there. But, let me put this back really quickly. So other than that, there is another layer underneath all of this, which is pretty nice and decent. And you actually unzip it either way you want. There's two zippers right here, and this is where the meat of the bag is, right there. So this is where you put your camera. It's not bad. It's a little bit kind of flimsy, but once you have the bag straightened up, it's not that bad. But right here I have my micro four thirds pen F right here. Sometimes I actually put my EM5 Mark II in there as well. It fits pretty good. I have a lens that would go here as well, which would be the 12 to 40 2.8, which fit right there, no problems. Right here I do have the SJ4000 action camera right there. Some accessories right there. It's not a bad size. If you have a DSLR, I think you should be fine, a small one especially. I used to have the Canon 7D Mark II and also a 6D. I feel like it would fit in here fine if you just have the body and put the lenses separately, but if you put it together as a combo, like the lens on body, and try to stick it in here, you might have a problem though. It's not that big, but if you're a micro four thirds user like me, you definitely have no problems. All the compartments are pretty much customizable, you know, by Velcro, so you shouldn't have a problem if you put the body for a DSLR over here, you put a lens going that way, so it's not that bad. But like my only complaint about it is that they do feel kind of flimsy, that they might move around a little bit. So I felt like I've had better dividers that are a little more stiff, but it keeps everything in there, so you shouldn't have a problem. Close that up. Oh, I missed one. Put that later. But now moving up to the top right here, you do have another compartment right here. Pretty standard. You can put whatever you want. I have some lens pens and pens and stuff like that. So that's pretty standard right there and pretty nice. You can zipper that. Velcro it down, and we get to the top part. So going to the top of the bag right here, you unbutton these right there, and you have a little rope right here. It's fastened down. You could loosen it up, and you have the top compartment of the bag, which is a pretty decent amount of space. You can see that. It's It's not bad. It's divided off from the bottom where you keep all your camera gear. So it's pretty good. You could put shirts in here, food, water bottles, whatever you want. You know, it's a decent sized space. What's actually pretty cool about this bag is, I forgot to mention, is that underneath here, really quickly I'll show you, there's a zipper right here that you can unzip it and put the flap down, take out all the dividers, and you could turn this into a normal backpack through the whole, from the top to the bottom. So that's a good option if you don't want to use this as a camera bag and you just want to use it as a normal bag, which is pretty good and decent. But you do have that option, and like I said before, you do have the option on top to put whatever you want right there. Back here, you do have another zipper that opens up, and this is where you put like a notebook or a laptop. Pretty decent sized space, you know. I actually have a couple of laptops, so I was testing it out. My workhorse laptop right here is a 17-inch laptop right here. The laptop from here to here is 17 inches. The screen's about 15 and a half. And this one actually fits in pretty good. It goes all the way in. It doesn't go all the way down so you can zipper it, but it stays in there pretty well. And I had no problems with that. That's pretty nice. I have 13-inch laptops, 14-inch laptops that fit in all the way, and you can actually zipper it closed. So either way, a 17-inch laptop or anything smaller will fit in here, which is pretty good because it's not that easy to find a backpack that can fit a 17-inch laptop. So I'm pretty happy about that. So from there, you could just take the zipper, if you can, and zipper it up right there. And actually on the side over here, there is another compartment, same compartment but different opening actually. So you can stick whatever you want in there, like if you have an iPad or a small book or a tablet that you want to get easy access to, go through the side there, no problems, which is pretty nice. Going to the side of the bag here, you know, you do have some straps, pretty nice material, pretty rough. So if you have any external lens holders, like little cases that have the flaps, the belt flap, you can definitely stick it on here, which is pretty good. On the sides here, I like this a lot. So basically on the sides, you have these little compartments that are hidden, and you can take the bag out, and you can put whatever you want. Like you could put a water bottle. So on this side, I actually have my umbrella that I use, so that's pretty nice. And when you're not using it, you don't have anything to use, you can just stick it back in there and hide it, and you button it back up. So I think that's pretty good, genius idea, because sometimes people always has like the netting over here. So this is just something to conceal it and make it look a little bit nicer looking, which is pretty good. Now for the straps, I like the straps. They feel pretty good material. They're pretty soft and cushioned, which is pretty nice. A little bit of thickness to it, which is always good. They don't have any buckles on them. They have the rings, so you know that could really be your own preference if you like that or not. I don't really like it that much, but I don't mind it. I do prefer the buckles, which is a little bit better in my opinion to secure everything. But you get used to it, not bad, especially the ones over here when you do the length. You know, just pull it, tighten it up. It's really not that bad if you think about it, but everyone has their own preference, of course. So I like the bag a lot. You know, it kind of reminds me of a Rucksack backpack, but a little bit better and well built. You know, Rucksack's a little bit more loose. This is a little bit better, well built. Nice materials, nice and rough fabric. You know, nothing feels like it's cheap. Everything feels pretty good. The buttons feel good. The Velcro is it's not bad, the Velcro as well. You know, if you like Velcro, but yeah, everything's pretty good. It's a fun backpack to have. Very useful. Like I said before, you could change this from a camera bag to an actual normal backpack if you want that option, which is nice to have. I do like the sides, these little compartments as well. And that's about it. The only downside to this bag, like I said before, I feel like the divider's a little bit flimsy. I do wish the dividers were a little bit more sturdier and harder, so you know, it keeps everything nice and straight. But it's not a bad thing. Everything inside the bag still stays in its place, and you shouldn't have a problem. So that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the review and it was helpful. You could buy this bag right now on Amazon. They have a nice decent price on it. I got it for about 60 bucks, and then I had like a Amazon gift card, so I got it even cheaper after that. So I'm pretty happy with my purchase, and that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Like always, comment, criticize, subscribe, do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace!